Yeah. Okay. So I revived the stream. If we have an official crash, then maybe we'll stop. But for now, let's soldier on. Okay. So I wanted to describe this game to you, and see what your opinions were,
Okay.
because I think this is a game that sounds pretty good, but I don't know if you guys, if you and Kat would like it or not, to be honest. But I want you guys to try it out. And I just realized the thumbnail's wrong too, because I'm awesome.
Yay!
Okay, so, um, you know how like hex boards work, right? Like,
Yeah.
kind of like Catan, except in a lot of strategy games you actually move like onto tile to tile instead of like by vertice.
hmm
So that's how the movement works in this game. You're essentially a great mage or whatever, and you're ruling over the city, and you can generate troops and build new buildings in your city, and then expand out to try to conquer the terrain board and take out your opponents. Just based off that, does that sound like a game that sounds interesting to you?
Yeah, I would probably play something like that.
And it sounds a lot like a board game, right?
Yeah.
You know those board games that have like 100 moving pieces and then a complicated rule system?
Yeah, like Archipelago.
Yeah, that one's not so bad once you learn it. It's the rule book
Yeah.
is like near unintelligible. If you made Archipelago, I hate you a little bit. Um, it's just the truth. I had the game for over a year before we played a proper version of it. It was one where I invited people over and it's like, I need to play this game because I've owned it too long. And then I pulled it all out, we looked through it, and I was just like, I don't know how to play this. And we put it away, we played like Seven Wonders. So the way Warlock works, both games, is like it's all turn-based.
Okay.
So you've got like essentially you've got a queue of things that are going to happen every round. Everyone gets to act, like every unit on the board.
Mhm.
But it's very much like Super Ninja Explorer, anything where you activate a unit and then they do something and they're done.
Okay.
And if you do it in the wrong order, it's fine. And what really is the bitch to me is that it's left click to do everything. Like the right click brings up like information, which is dumb. So you left click a unit, and then you left click where you want them to go, and then they go there, and then you left click on the next unit, and the unit tries to move to that unit because you didn't deselect the previous unit.
Yeah, that sounds frustrating.
Yeah, it's a little bit. And so everything's on this turn system. You'd only start with the one thing that generates troops. And it's not a time-based thing so that you can...
I don't know if you can hear me.
Say again?
Oh, you're good now.
Okay. It's not a time-based thing, so like an RTS where you just pump out troops. So you've got 2 turns. Like every 2 turns I could create some skeletons. Or skeleton warriors.
Okay.
So the way I ended up getting around that is there's some bonus spells and stuff you can take in the beginning. I ended up taking like a summon imp spell and getting a summon skeleton spell. But I had to take like a starting reserve of mana as well. And then because I was playing undead, I couldn't heal my troops because you don't do healing, you do reconstruction.
Okay.
And I didn't know that because that wasn't obvious at all. You would think that like